Today, we are going to multiply by a two-digit number. Your essential question is, how do I multiply by a two-digit number? Your learning intention, I'm learning how to multiply. You've got 4 warm-up questions. Pause the video and see if you can do those 4 questions now. Pause the video now, please. Well, I hope you tried to do it on your own. If you are looking at the first problem, now we could multiply 8 by 12 and come up with a number that way, but this one is actually easier to find your least common multiple. So if I'm looking at my least common multiple, I've got 8 and I've got 12. Okay, so I'm going to look at my multiples of 12. I know that 8 will not divide evenly into 12, but 12 and then 24 would come next. 8 goes evenly into 24. So I know my least common multiple for those denominators is 24. 6 over 8 equals something over 24. Okay, as I'm looking, 8 times what is 24? 8 times 3. 6 times 3, I have to do the same thing on top, is 18. So 18 over 24 is the same quantity, is equivalent to 6 over 8. Plus, I'm going to do the same thing again. 5 over 12 is equal to what over 24? 12 times what gives me 24? 12 times 2. So I've got to do 5 times 2 also. 12 times 2, 5 times 2 is 10. I've multiplied by 1 because 2 divided by 2 is 1. 5 times 2 is 10. 12 times 2 is 24. Okay, now I can add the top numbers. 18 plus 10 is 28. 28 over 24. Okay, I know it can be simplified because 2 divides evenly into both. So 28 over 24. I'm going to divide by 2 on top and bottom. Actually, I can divide by 4. 4 goes into 28 and 4 goes into 24. So I'm going to divide by 4 on top and bottom. 28 divided by 4 is 7. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So this is equal to 7 over 6. I'm going to put this down where we can see it a little bit better. Okay, now 6 goes into 7 one time. I've got a remainder of 1, so it's 1 1/6. On the next one, the same thing. If you notice, 7 times 2 is 14. All I have to do is to simplify the first one, or change it into that equivalent fraction. So if I'm looking at 23 over 7 is equal to what over 14? Because it goes 7, 14. 7 times 2 is 14. 23 times 2 will be 46. So 46 over 14 minus 13 over 14 is equal to, okay, 46 minus 13 will be 33. 33 over 14. Okay, but I can simplify that. I can change it into that mixed number. So if I'm thinking, I know that I'm going to take 33 and I'm going to divide it by 14. 14 goes into 33 two times. That would be 28. 13 minus 8 is 5. I've got a remainder of 5. So this is 2 and 5 over 14. And we're done. Now you've got a multiplication. We're multiplying by 4. Quick and easy. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry my 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. 108. We're going to do long division. See how many times 9 will divide into 2412. 2,412. Okay, 9 goes into 24 two times. 2 times 9 is 18. 24 minus 18, well, is the same as 14 minus 8, which is 6. Bring down the 1. 61 divided by 9, well, it won't go in evenly, so I've got to go down to 54. That would be 6. 6 times 9 is 54. Okay. 11, this would be 7, and I bring the 2 down. Remember, as we bring these down. Okay, 72 divided by 9 is 8. And I've got a 0 for a remainder. So 2,412 divided by 9 is 268. Okay, any questions? Okay, when you get ready to multiply with 2 digits, set the numbers up vertically with a larger number on top. Multiply by ones. Multiply the entire top row by the ones digit of the bottom row, the rightmost digit. Write the result or the partial product below the line here. Then you multiply by tens. You multiply the entire top number by the tens digit of the bottom number. Place a 0 as a placeholder first in the one spot before you start. Then write the result, which is your second partial product, below the first one. You add them together and you get your final answer. Keep those columns straight. For the first 2, we don't need to worry about that because we've only got a single digit number. As I'm looking at this, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 11 times 4 is 44. Okay, let's go to the next one. 3 times 5 is 15. I write the 5 down, I carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 25 times 3 is 75. Now we're going to get into these 2 digits. Okay, remember you've got to keep those columns straight. We start by multiplying by the ones digit. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. I'm done with my ones digit. I've used this now. Before I can come over here, I've got this. I notice that I have a 2 here, so I've got to put that placeholder underneath the 4 before I can multiply by 2 again. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Draw your line underneath. 4 plus 0 is 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. I put a 0 down. I carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Okay, for the next one, you multiply by that 2 digit. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Now, before I can multiply by my tens, I've got to put that 0 down. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. I add them together. 2 plus 0 is 2. 8 plus 1 is 9. There's nothing to add to the 4, so I bring it down. If you're struggling, pause the video, back it up a little bit, and watch as we do it again. Same thing. You multiply by that ones digit. 3 times 6 is 18. I carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Now, I'll erase that so I don't get confused. I've got to put that 0 down. I'm going over 1 here, so I've got to go over 1 down in my answer. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Now I'm ready to add them together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 0 plus 6 is 6. 1 plus 7 is 8 again. If you notice, when you're multiplying and you get a number that is bigger than 9, you have to carry that digit over to the next column. Okay, for the next one, 5 times 4 is 20. This time I've got to carry a 2. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 2 is 27. I'm going to erase that so I don't get confused. Put my 0 down as a placeholder. 3 times 4 is 12. Put the 2 down and carry a 1. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. I've kept my column straight. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 2 is 9. 2 plus 6 is 8. Bring the 1 down because there's nothing to add to it. 54 times 35 is 1,890. Okay, at this time, pause the video and see if you can start the next one on your own. Pause the video now. Yeah, I do hope you tried. Even though this is 3 digits, it's no different from what we were doing before, except now we'll have one more row. Still do it the same way. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. I've got to put a 0 down. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Add straight down. 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 9 is 11. I'll put the 1 down here and I'll carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. And then bring the 6 down because there's nothing to combine with 6. If you did not try that one on your own, pause right now and do the next one on your own. This one's going to be a little bit harder because you've got to carry more numbers over. 5 times 8 is 40. I put a 0 down, carry a 4. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus the 4 is 19. Carry the 1. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21. I'm going to erase my numbers there so I don't get confused. Now, I'm going over one position here. I've got to put a 0 here. 4 times 8 is 32. Carry the 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Carry the 1. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 1 more is 17. Add straight down. 0 plus 0 is 0. 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 5 is 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. Bring the 1 down. 438 times 45 is 19,710. Okay, pause the video and see if you can do the last one on your own. Can you do it? Have you learned? Pause the video now. Well, I do hope you tried. 6 times 9 is 54. Put the 4 down, carry the 5. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 5 is 23. Carry a 2. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 plus 2 is 44. Carry the 4. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. Okay. Okay, I'm going over to the tens. I go over one digit here. I have to put the 0 down here, so I go over one also on the columns. 2 times 9 is 18. Write down the 8, carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 2 times 7 is 14. Write the 4 down, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. Add straight down. 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 plus 8 is 11, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12, carry 1 again. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. So 2,739 times 26 is 71,214. How do you know when you're successful? I know I'm successful when I can multiply any numbers together. So this is multiplying with 2 digits. Keep your column straight. Make sure that you carry if you have to. Erase those numbers when you carry so that you don't mix up what you're doing. And then make sure when you get all the multiplication done, you add your columns.